so I have been doing my sketch a day now for 6 days and it is going really well. I love those two. Those are my favourites, and I think when I look back at my first one, it was actually a wee bit of a scribble, and I was just doing it for the sake of it. But that is the point of what I'm doing here, is I'm not doing any kind of Inktober, I think that's what it called it, any kind of challenge. I am trying to exercise my discipline muscle, because I often wait to get motivated to try and do art and other creative things, and that motivation never comes. And the inspiration as well. I will watch lovely inspirational films, I'll go for walks in the woods, I'll do all these things to get inspired, and it just doesn't work. And for me, I have learnt, I actually did a course recently on how to change your thinking and change your negative thoughts and change your limiting beliefs. And one of the things I learnt was, don't wait for motivation, just get that discipline muscle really, really working. And so I'm doing these exercises every single day, and I've also done a painting, and I wasn't going to do this painting. So this is, lost the piece of paper that it was on. Anyway, I have got a miniature of it because oh, there it is. It's stuck to that screen. This is the drawing that I did. It was a sort of sketch to come up with ideas for my profile picture, which I haven't done yet. I'm still not sure about it. So I shrunk it down on the printer and then transferred it to my bit of paper, and I did the painting. And I didn't really want to do it, but I knew that I needed to get into the habit of doing a bit more painting. And so I set it up. I did it this morning. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning. Actually, it was 6:15. I did snooze for a couple of times, but I did it. So I'm basically making a commitment every day to pick up my pencil and sketch pad and do some sketching, even when I don't want to. On the days when I'm really not in the mood, I'll set a timer for 10-15 minutes and just sketch. And so far, I mean, I've only been doing this since the 1st of October, and today, the day that the video goes out, is the 9th. So I'm sort of probably still in the mood to do it. I was a little bit less enthusiastic yesterday, which is pretty amazing considering that I actually did quite a lot. And I'm trying to make myself go that extra mile when I'm actually doing the sketching. So I'm not just doing a scribble. I am actually putting the detail in, but it's just doing it, trying to keep that discipline going and not waiting for that motivation or inspiration, because that often takes forever to come. Even this time of year when I absolutely love the autumn, I'm still not excited to draw, and this is actually getting me excited just because it's working that muscle. I'm getting that muscle memory as well. I'm learning to sketch again, and sometimes I just simply don't have the time during the day to sketch. So setting a timer for 10-15 minutes just to put my pencil to paper whenever I can is really making a huge difference. And it's also improving my time management, because I'm not very good at that. I leave things to the last minute. I procrastinate, although the course that I did, I'm going to leave a link down below to the YouTube channel where I discovered the course. This easel that I got, which I showed in the previous video, is really, really good. It's the right height for me. When I say the right height, I have had to hire it a little bit with these books and this jigsaw that we hope to do soon. I'm really, really happy with this painting. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. I'm going to put that in my little folder as a success. It hasn't got as much detail as I'd hoped. I really wanted to get a lot of detail in there, but yeah, I didn't quite manage it. I'm going to pop that in here, and then later on today I am going to get day 7 done of my sketching, because it really, really is helping. I do think I'm starting to enjoy it a bit more, and I'm starting to use actual things so I can do like proper studies of things. And I use the little my lovely dragon on his house for the 5th of October one. So just getting lots of ideas for what I want to have in my sketching, because usually I try and come up with ideas in my head and try and work from stuff in my head, and that actually doesn't really work because I have a huge imagination, but I just cannot get it to go onto the paper. But when I was doing that last night, was it last night? It was yesterday anyway, I was looking at this, and I was looking at the little thing up here as well that I've got. I just thought, how nice would it be to have these lovely glowing windows, and I really like that. And I'm quite proud of some of the little bits I've put on there, because I know when you're trying to shade something underneath, you should always have a little bit of light on the bottom of the object, apparently. But anyway, I'm going to pop this in my fabulous book. See, I'm not sure whether that counts as a Matilda and Josephine picture, because I have my Matilda and Josephines in here, and I do love them. But I know it's got magic recipes on it. It does have M&J on it as well. It's got like a little M&J on the recipe book. But does it go in here, or does it go in that one, which has my portraits and my animal pictures in? So I've got all my wonderful things. I'm really looking forward to filling this up this year. I'm going to do a lot of Christmas pictures, and that's something why I want to get this discipline muscle strong, because I looked back at my pictures that I did last year and I didn't do that many, and I feel a bit sad. I don't know how many I did. I've got that one which I think I did after Christmas, so I had that one which actually was a copy of an old one, so I didn't even, in fact that was the copy, no, yeah, that was the, no, I can't remember. I honestly don't know which one's which. Well, that one I think is the copy of that one, yeah, because I did baubles in the hair. That is an old one. That is an old one. So that was last year. That was my Christmas in July one. I think that was last year, so I think maybe only I did 2. That is quite bad. That is sad. I don't think I did any more. But anyway, so I'm going to pop that in here. So I've got a painting done, which I wouldn't have done if I wasn't trying to get this. I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't trying to get this sort of lack of motivation thing out of the way. I don't need motivating. That is my thought. If I was waiting for motivation, I wouldn't do anything. I have done so much stuff in the last week alone, more than I would have done in months if I was waiting for motivation. So anyway, so I'm going to put this up here, ready for the next painting, which might be my profile picture, or it might be something else. I might actually just do something from here. I do love that. That might have to be Matilda and Josephine visits the pumpkin cottage or something. I don't know. But anyway, I think I have said enough. I've also started using these polychromos pencils that were my dad's. I found them amongst his art stuff. And, oh, there is one missing, but they obviously haven't been used. And I used them for this. It's the first time I've used them, and I really like them. They are quite fabulous. So I might do a bit more of that in here. But yes, so today I'm going to crack on and do 7th of October. And then that will be me for my sketch for the day, which I'm really looking forward to. I also put them on my reels on Instagram, just as an accountability thing. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.